back at the Hall of Justice, mutated by cosmic waste.
Bobby back here with Talking Comics, and we're here with Star Wars writer Brian Wood. Brian Wood, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
So how's your comic going so far?
It's good. This is my local show.
Yeah, you're a New Yorker, right?
Yeah, I am. And so it's my favorite show because I can sleep in my own bed.
Yeah.
I can roll in when I need to. It's awesome.
That's nice.
So,
That's
cool.
nice. Sorry, Star Wars has been huge for Dark Horse. What has it been like for you taking on that property? You've done a lot of licensed stuff, obviously, and some other stuff as well. But how has Star Wars kind of been set apart from those other things for you?
Well, I haven't done that many licensed properties, but Star Wars is different because it's the one that I know the best. It's the one that I personally am the biggest fan of. Like a lot of the other stuff, I approach from like an intellectual point of view. Like some of the Marvel stuff, Conan possibly, but Star Wars I actually love and have for 35 years.
Right.
So it's a very different thing.
Yeah. And now, does that make it intimidating to write it because you know it so well?
I think I gave myself some kind of willful denial about it. Like I just started writing it and I'm like, whatever, like I'm writing scripts for my editor to read. I wasn't thinking about the larger fan base or market or anything like that. I was just kind of having fun. And then at some point, a couple weeks out from launch, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a thing. I hope I did a good job. Suddenly I got all worried about it, But obviously it worked out really well.
Yeah. How has the reaction been coming to you, hearing from fans and stuff like that?
It's been good. I find Star Wars fans, compared to other groups of fans, to be the nicest, be the most positive. So it's been even the bad reactions I've got have been pretty good. So and it's really clear. Seems like everybody was really waiting for this kind of original trilogy book. Because it's doing so well, and it's spawning other original trilogy books, so it's good.
Yeah, we heard already Matt Kint's going to be doing another one in the spring, so that's an exciting addition to that universe. But so you're doing a run on Conan, obviously Conan the Barbarian, and that's you're coming to a close for you. But before you do that, right, you're doing a crossover with Gail Simone.
Yeah, it's separate. It's not part of the same storyline. Yeah, I'm writing my final Conan script now.
All right.
The thing with Gail, we just announced that she and I are still working out the story, but that's going to be its own thing, its own sort of mini series. And I was jealous when she got the Red Sonja joke, because I was like, that'd be cool, So this is good, it all works out.
What has it been like working with Gail?
Good. Like I said, we're still sort of kicking ideas back and forth, but I feel like she's been in the trenches over there at DC working on it was actually cool. She sent over a bunch of ideas, and I'm like this is a true comic book crossover idea. It's big and epic, and it matters, and everybody's been there's been a long wait for a Conan Red Sonja thing, and this I feel like it lives up to it.
Yeah.
So she gave me some ideas, and I kicked a bunch back, and we're just doing that until we have an outline ready to go.
Awesome. Outside of the Dark Horse stuff, we're right in the middle of the Battle of the Atom right now. What has it been like? Your first X-Men event?
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
It's a small group. It's just myself and Brian Bendis and Jason Aaron, and the editors who have they're the real unsung heroes of this thing, keeping all the pieces clear and it's been a lot of work. It's been good. It's been a positive experience, but I didn't really know what a Marvel event was like, and now I do. So I'm gonna miss all those phone conference calls with all those guys, because we had a lot of them.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's such an over the top bombastic story. Everybody seems to be into it. It's just pure fun. It's not dark or doom or anything like that.
Yeah, it feels like a classic X-Men event.
Yeah.
Crazy time travel, different versions of characters. It's been a good read. How was it like? You launched obviously the new X-Men series, and then you quickly kind of went right into the Battle of the Atom, only after a few issues. Was it a weird transition for you, or was it just easy?
It was a bit weird. I mean, I knew it was coming even before the book launched, even before my number one came out. I knew that was coming.
Right.
So, so it didn't take us as a surprise. And there's like pros and cons. Like at first I was like, man, I don't know if that's a good thing to have to immediately switch gears like that. But on the other hand, it really sort of, I feel like it like communicates that X-Men, the title, is like one of the senior X-Men books. It's one of the important, So that was good. It was very, very flattering for me. And I feel like it also sort of like elevates my book, a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have a member of our podcast on our team, Bob Ryer. He's in his late 50s, and he had kind of been off the X-Men train for a very long time, and he picks up your book because it reminds him of, he said it reminds him of the Claremont and Byrne stuff.
Yeah.
He's a hard customer to please, so I just wanted to let you know about that.
Cool. Well, that was part of that was like every X-Men book kind of has its own identity, whether it's like the, like the horror book or this, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But for this one, we really wanted to have, I wanted to write, like you said, a very classic X-Men story. Like in the traditional sense, not a nostalgic trip.
Yeah.
But like in the straightforward action adventure, big things happen. So I'm glad it worked. I'm glad it worked at least for your friend there. So.
And I gotta say, first time I've ever really liked Jubilee.
Oh, really?
yeah, it's true. Because growing up with the X-Men animated series, just was never a character I liked on that show, and so I kind of brought that with me into the comics.
Yeah.
And maybe unfairly, but this one has been.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And one more thing I want to talk about quickly. Mara just wrapped up.
Yeah.
Great series, great mini. Really interesting the way you took it from one place to a totally different place. By the end, it was over. What was it like working with Ming, and what was it like putting that together?
It was good. I kind of knew Ming beforehand, but she also hadn't really done like a traditional comic series.
Right.
She did a lot of web comics and one shots and stuff. So it was like a bit like stepping off into the unknown. But I've done that a lot with artists. I've had a lot of really good luck with like Becky Cloonan, Christian Don, all these artists that like my book was their first book. And it makes me look like a genius when they go on to like obviously be very, very great. Yeah. Even though I'm just like in the right place at the right time. So that's what it was like with Ming. I mean, it's like her art is amazing. And that series was a bit under the radar over there at Image, but I'm super proud of it. I really thought it came out good. Yeah,
it came out great. It came together very well.
Thank you.
So we'll wrap it up with you guys, but are you sticking on Star Wars for the foreseeable future?
I am. There's a whole issue of the rights up in question, but no one's really no one, meaning Lucas and Disney, have made a decision yet. So I'm good to go all the way up until issue 20, and at that point they will have had to have made a choice or a decision. So at the very least, I'll be able to write 20.
All right.
So we'll see how it goes from
there. Brian Wood, thank you so much for joining us on Talking Comics. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks, man. Right. Thanks.